Hello, my name's Scott. I'm a professional magician and this is a magic review.
It's a kind of magic.
In today's review, I think I'm bringing something to you from someone that you've probably never heard of and something that you've probably never seen before. And that is the lie detector by Bharat Patel. And this is, let's start before I get too excited. Let's start with the TLDR on the lie detector. I think it's fantastic. I have lots of things to say about it throughout this review. So do keep watching for all of the tips, all of the clips, all of the bits, all of the rhyming words. But my TLDR on this is that it's fantastic. It's a little bit of a different kind of magic trick. It is a card trick predominantly, but uses something else, which I'll explain next. But it's a revelation of a card in a very unique way. And it's fun, it's entertaining. I have a little clip of a performance later on in a review. And that's it. It doesn't require recharging. You can perform it anywhere, anytime. The reset is very fast, and the props are going to last you a really long time. What more could you ask for in a magic trick? So that's my TLDR. I really recommend this. I've had a lot of fun learning it. I've had a lot of fun reactions from it, and I think you probably will too. That's my TLDR, but what is it? As I say, it's a card trick, and as the description may indicate, it's a lie detector routine. So I'm going to try and do my best to explain this to you. Basically, you have these cards and they all have little holes drilled into them, and they all have words on. So they have words like diamond, heart, the suits of cards, plain card, which is a spot card, or a court card, lying, truth, both, spotted, or picture. So basically, you're asking people to narrow down their choices of which card they've seen. You never see the card that they choose, and then you can have them do this. They hold on to the pieces of card, and let's say, for example, here we have heart. They place, these are not in the correct order at the moment, so not all of the holes line up, but they would take the piece of dowel, they would place it through here, they would let some fall, and then what you're left with here, you do again. We have diamonds, hearts, spades, clubs, so you would put it through the spade, and some of the cards fall. So you're slowly eliminating cards in this random process. And what's unique about this is that, as the name suggests, they can tell the truth or they can lie. So every time they're putting the piece of dowel through one of these holes and they're eliminating some of these cards, they're narrowing down their choice to one card, which ends you at the selection. But the fact is that each time it's completely random. And the way that these cards are designed and the way that the holes align allows you to get a different experience every time. So it can genuinely be a different card anytime. It can be any one of the cards. And that's what it is. I hope I've done justice to what it is there and what the effect is. It's a revelation of a card through a lying process where the spectator can lie, they can tell the truth. It's completely up to them. The process is random every single time. It's different every single time. And the process of eliminating some of these cards like this is how you narrow it down to a card. And that's it. But what do you get? You get these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of. I actually don't know exactly what these are made out of. They are a thick plastic, much like the material of a credit card. You receive the carry case for them. I don't know if all of the cases are gold, but this is the one that Bharat provided me with. You receive the instructions that are printed. There are no kind of tutorial videos or links to PDFs or anything like that. This is an old-fashioned magic trick. Bharat actually produces every single one of these himself. They are independently made, and then you also receive a little bit of wooden dowel as well. So that's what you receive. The instructions are also pretty clear, and they give you 2 methods of having a card chosen. So that's that. That's what you receive when you purchase the lie detector. How easy is it to perform though? It's pretty darn easy. So the cards themselves do most of the work for you. You only have to do one small thing. And it's not even really sleight of hand. So it is with the pack of cards. They can freely choose any card that you like, and there are basically hundreds of ways that you could find yourself in a position where you can perform this effect. And it's very simple. So I think most people will be able to perform this. The issue here is the fact that Bharat only teaches you 2 methods. And if you don't have the knowledge to do more methods, you may struggle a little bit to find other ways of having a card chosen and doing the necessary preparation with the pack of cards. It's very easy to find out more methods, but if you have experience with playing cards, you have experience with handling them, then this is going to be super easy. And as I say, these do pretty much all of the work for you. In this case, other than a little bit of card moves, but not sleight of hand, other than that, it's self-working, and these do absolutely everything. So that has hopefully covered how easy this is. As I say, once you do the small thing with the pack of cards, you can give this to the spectator, or you can give it to another spectator to do, and then ask the questions to the person who chose the card. And the third person in the group can do this and eliminate the card slowly. There has to be a little bit of audience management with that, because some of the cards are falling and they need to retain the other ones. But it's very simple to do, but it can be a group magic trick. Or you can just do this yourself. It doesn't really matter. These are not gimmicked in any kind of way. There's no special flap here. There's no magnets. There's no nothing. It is, the genius here is contained within these cards. And that does almost everything for you, with the exception, as I say, of the little bit of card handling. Reset time on this is so good as well. The cards have little numbers on. So the numbers are on the faces and backs, and they have 1 to 9. And all you need to do is find the numbers, and then basically I'll put some footage up on screen. Take number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and basically put them in order. So all of the hard work here has been done for you. Bharat did tell me that originally the cards didn't have these numbers on. So a couple of people suggested that he puts small numbers on these from 1 to 9, and there you go. It's completely set up now. That took me about 15-20 seconds, and you're literally just counting the corners like this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that they're all in order like that, ready to go, ready for you to ask them, okay, was it black? Was it red? And then you start the process of putting the piece of dowel through the machined holes. That is, in a nutshell, the reset time. The angles are equally as good. This can be performed 360 degrees. There's no dirty work at all. Once you've done the little bit of card handling that needs to be done, then this does everything, and it can be viewed everywhere. And that's the beauty of this. So I like to perform this in a way where when you're putting the piece of dowel through, you get another person, or the person who's chosen the card, to hold their hands out like this, so they can catch the cards that are being eliminated. And I like the idea that they get to touch things, they get to be part of it, they get to be involved, and that means that you can perform it with no angle restrictions at all, from above, from below, from the sides, anywhere you like. Pocket space is just as good as everything else with the lie detector. This is all you need. It's just the cards, the piece of dowel. I probably wouldn't carry them in this. I'll find a different kind of container for them. I'm not fond of this, but if you're just carrying this in your bag, then it doesn't really matter. But I think this is a bit tacky for me to use during a performance. So I will need a slightly more sophisticated carrying case when I'm taking these to actual events. But as you can see, this is all of the pocket space it takes up. It's not much at all. Probably about the same, roughly the same as a pack of cards. And now my final thoughts on the lie detector by Bharat Patel. As some of you may know, when I'm not doing these reviews, I am a full-time professional magician, and part of my role running a business as a magician is being part of business groups and business networking events. And there's one group that I'm part of, and I showed them this maybe a couple of months ago now. I'm going to put a little bit of footage of that up on the screen now. Also, just as everyone was reacting, just as they turned the card over, after we've been through the process of eliminating all of this, Carrie, who's recording the magic trick, she actually stops recording because she goes crazy as well. But you do see the first couple of seconds of them going crazy and having an amazing reaction. So I'll leave you to enjoy that short clip right now.
turn it over, Tom.
And you said you were lying or telling the truth all the way. And you cut the card, Andy burned the card, they were shuffled as well.
Hopefully that demonstrates the power of this effect. Also, something that I didn't describe exactly at the beginning of the review of what the effect is as you're narrowing all of these down. So if they say it's a black card, you know, they can be lying or telling the truth, but they say it's a black card, they eliminate some. And then from black, they say it's a spade and they eliminate some. And then they say it's a plain card and they eliminate some. And then they say whether they were lying, telling the truth, or doing both. So each one of these phases, what happens with the pack of cards is you count down for each one. So I think the first one here was black, so you count B-L-A-C-K. And then the second word, I think I said plain, you count P-L-A-I-N. And then I think it was spade, so you count S-P-A-D-E. And then let's say they say both on the last one, you count B-O-T-H. And that is the card that they've chosen ends up being there. So all of these words that they're choosing randomly that are different every time, these are spelling to the position of the card that they chose. So that is a little bit of the effect as well. It is a card revelation through a sort of lie detection spelling routine, just in case it wasn't clear in that what is it part of the review. And yes, I think that's pretty much everything I have to say about this. You can carry it everywhere. It doesn't require charging. You can do it in any lighting conditions. There's nothing gimmicked about these at all. It has a different feeling, a different routine every time because people can say different words every time. They can lie, they can tell the truth. So it has different outcomes. And I think that that's where the strength of this is. So I want to say thank you to Bharat Patel for giving me one of these. He does, as I say, manufacture each one of them himself. He produces these himself, and they are only available currently through him. So I will put his email address in the video description and also the top pinned comment. If you would like to order one of these, you do have to go to Bharat himself directly. I think they're about £35. And if you do decide to pick one of these up, when you're emailing Bharat to order one, then just mention to him, Scott from Everything Magic Pro sent you. And I think that's it for today. If you have any questions at all about this, because I feel like this review has not done it the justice that it deserves. It's a fantastic effect, and I'm not sure that's come across properly. So if you have any questions, leave it in a comment below. I'm happy to answer them. I'm sure Bharat will be happy to answer them if you email him as well and contact him via the top pinned comment or in the video description where the email will be. I highly recommend you pick one up. If you like what you see, if you like what you've heard, then go for it. It's better than most of the crap that's been released over the last 12 months. That's the review for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it insightful. I hope you found it enjoyable. I hope you've learned something new and discovered a new creator. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review.